still got him. Oh, shit, okay. Yeah, his life didn't trigger before we smacked him. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. We are going to mobilize the demons. Oh, yes, we are. This is going to be a return to form with Mardu Mobilize in none other than the dreaded Alchemy format. Now, I know you're saying, oh my God, Jay, I can't even believe you've done this to me. Listen. It's really good right now. I am highly recommending Alchemy. They just nerfed Vivi in Alchemy. You're almost never going to run into a Vivi deck anymore in Alchemy. Standard is kind of a mess right now. If you're really struggling and unhappy with Standard, that's why I'm putting this out there, because Alchemy is kind of where it's at right now. There's a lot of fun stuff to do, and I'm building this deck to show you some of the varieties that you can do. Pretty cheap entry price too, so let's get down into it. Before we do though, I need you to do something for me, which is of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously attack you and maul you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. Both of those places you can check us out when we go live. We'd love to see you there. Hit that bell, be notified when anything new happens. It's right down there. Join the notification squad. We love that. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, post memes, ask questions. It is all right there in Discord. If you want to show me a deck, Discord is the place to be. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy of this one, go right down to the AetherHub and you will find it. So, Moxfield too. So anyways, what are we talking about when we talk about Mardu Mobilize insanity here? There's going to be a million things, especially focusing on demons, because I love the Bone Garen Butcher. He's so cool. First things first, simple removal. We just need stuff out of our way early. The only really removal I have, especially in Alchemy when we're missing a lot of the main removal cards, I'm going to go with Tragic Trajectory, which is a pretty useful card when anything goes into the graveyard or if we warped in. It gets a -10, -10. Normally we can get -2, -2. Middle to late game, it's less useful, so you'd have to lose a creature, but it is possible to manipulate that. So that's going to be our early removal. The rest of it is going to be really focused on just constantly pushing pressure down and getting damage down range on people as quick as possible. I'm actually really loving Firebrain Scheme. You've seen me use this card a few times, and you're going to see me use it a few more. It is a very useful sorcery. One red sorcery. Choose one. Exile the top 2 cards. You choose one of them, and you until the end of turn you may play that card. Great for getting a mana or a removal or just anything that you need off the top of your deck for 1 red mana. Or 2 creatures, 1 or 2 creatures get +1 at first strike, which when you're going in with kind of smaller, weaker creatures that you want to hit mobilize can be a make or break combination play right there. So Firebrain Scheme actually is going to be really, really good. Early, middle game, whatever you're going to do, you're going to get use out of it always. So now we're going to start the mobilization process. The usual suspects: Stadium Headliner for the Goblin Warrior, 1 red, 1/1, mobilize 1, meaning that whenever you attack, create a tapped and attacking 1/1 red warrior creature token. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. Pretty solid right there, right? You're going to get the mobilization, and you have the ability to explode it and sacrifice it to do damage to how many creatures you have. Great 1-drop. Perfect. Next is going to be the 2-drops, and you can see that we're really on 1, 2, and 3 step, with Bone Garen Butcher bringing it home for the 3 right there. First things first, let's talk about the Alchemy card that we're including. Waystone Guidance. This used to be one of the strongest cards in the game. They actually just nerfed it. Believe it or not, they just nerfed it, and it's an uncommon. Very, very, very powerful card right here. 1 white and 1. Attacking tokens you control get +1. Okay, so any token that you have, so anything generated through mobilization, it works. It gets the +1/+1. It gives you that extra power. However, whenever you cast your first creature spell each turn, that gets mobilization 1. It used to get mobilization 2. However, they had to nerf it because it was just too powerful. Even in this nerf state, it is still very powerful because mobilization, guess what? It stacks. So if you have something like Bone Cairn Butcher that you put down, that mobilization stacks, it's actually going to be mobilized 3. So really, really good card that puts power on all of your other tokens and gives you mobilization across the board for your non-mobilizing creatures. Next things next, we're going to go in with Voice of Victory, a fantastic 2-drop white card right here. 1/3, 1 white, and 1 mobilize 2. Your creatures can't, your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. Take that counterspell and removal and flash. Extremely good, messes up a lot of different decks, and the mobilization 2 right there to hit the triggers off on whatever that we need. So it's pretty solid 2-drop white card. And again, that will stack. If you play that on that, it'll come out as a 3. Demons. Rot Curse Rakshasa. I really like to mobilize this guy right here. This is a 2-drop demon for a 5/5 trample. We want to get damage out when we get damage out. We want to deliver when we can deliver. He's really cool looking, and he complements the Bone Cairn Butcher as well. He has trample and decayed. He's at 5/5. He can't block. He can also make everyone else decayed, which is kind of his secret weapon. 2 black and X. You cast him from the graveyard and you target a bunch of creatures, they get decayed, meaning that they can only ever attack once and then they get sacrificed, but also more importantly, they cannot block. Decayed creatures cannot block. Very, very useful if you're going for a big attack and you've already lost your Rot Curse, make them not be able to block and then kill them. It's as simple as that. We're going to go with Impact Tremors. We're going to combine that with Weftstalker Ardent right there. Impact Tremors is going to be 2, 1 red, and 1. Whenever a creature you control enters, it deals 1 damage. We are going to be generating tokens like crazy. We're going to be mobilizing. So every single time that we mobilize, it's going to do damage constantly. It is a very, very good way to get a win con off and just add that extra damage across the board that is going to hurt your opponent, generally speaking. Just solid play right there overall. So more alchemy cards. Let me talk about them. Here's where the investment starts getting a little higher. I think you should invest in Thunderbond Vanguard, who I call Thunder Bangwa. 1 white and 2. It's equal to the power and toughness is equal to the number of creatures you control. Each creature token you control enters as a copy of this creature. What does that mean? Thunderbond Vanguard is equal to the creature. So if you have 5 creatures on the board, it's a 5/5. However, whenever you mobilize, whenever you use your mobilization, creatures tokens are this guy. So that means that if you generate a bunch of tokens from 2 Voice of Victory tokens, right? They come in as this guy. So that means that you have 4 creatures on the board. Those tokens aren't 1/1 warriors. They're this guy. They're 4/4s because you have 4 creatures. So the bigger you go and the more tokens you generate, the more duplications of an insanely powerful creature. It's almost exponential. If you have 5 creatures on the board and you generate 5 more, they're going to be 10 10s. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's how crazy they are. So it really enhances the power and toughness of all of the generated tokens you're going to make from the mobilization process right there. You're going to go 3 of them right there. That's going to be super key in getting that extra damage off that you just can't even believe when it explodes. You can set yourself up for this too because he doesn't need to attack to do that. So you could have a bunch of mobilizers ready, swing it, play him and swing in, and they all come out as this guy as well. So really solid stuff. Weftstalker Ardent, you've seen me play him a bunch of times. Underrated card in my opinion. 1 red and 2, 2/3. Whenever another creature you control enters, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. What I like about this one is you can warp him in for 1 red. 1 single red can warp him in, so if you're getting ready for a big attack with mobilization, you can warp 1 or 2 of them in, and boom, you're getting that extra 3 or 4 or 5 damage off because you're hitting it so hard. We're going to go 2 other cards here for card draw. We're going to go Unholy Annex and Thunder of Unity. Thunder of Unity, rarely played, but I like it. 1 black, 1 white, and 1 red. This is the ultimate Mardu card. First things first, you draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. Solid. Okay, yeah, we'll take life for cards. That's fine. And then, whenever you create a creature token on whenever a creature enters this turn, you lose 1 life. Your opponent loses life and you gain a life. So we talk about playing creatures that turn. Anytime that you play a creature that turn, and then again, you hit your mobilization off. You swing in with a big mobilize using all of your mobilization creatures. You set yourself up for turn 2 and turn 3 mobilization. You generate 5 tokens. They're going to lose 5 life and you're going to gain 5 life. That's incredibly good on top of the damage that they're going to do. That is incredibly good for a 3-drop. We're also going to combine that with Unholy Annex because we have so many different demons. Yeah, if you don't want this, you could do more of these. Bone Cairn Butcher and Rock Curse Rakshasa is a good curve into that. 2 Rock Curse Rakshasa and then Unholy Annex into there. We are going to mobilize the demons. At the beginning of your end step, you draw a card. If you control a demon, each opponent loses 2 and you gain 2. Otherwise, you lose 2 life. So we don't mind sacrificing life for power right there. Very good stuff. And then Ritual Chamber, 2 black and 3. And whenever we unlock this, we get the 6/6 demon. Pretty good overall. So this combines really nice on curve. It's either we play Unholy Annex and curve into Bone Cairn, or we play Rock Curse and curve into Annex. Pretty solid. Again, these can be adjusted as you want. The last investment I would tell you to make in Alchemy, and you don't have to because this one is an investment. You might not want it right away. So I'm going to say, hey, if you don't need to put this in immediately, I get it. Mardu Thunderkite. Monster of a card right here. Black, white, and red Mardu colors. 2/4 dragon. Look at that monster. Mobilize 1 with flying, and whenever you enter, creatures you control perpetually gain your choice of menace, lifelink, or haste. Being able to haste in with the entire everything that you drop, that is a finisher card right there. You talk about turn 5 or turn 6, you play something like a Voice of Victory, a Stadium Headliner, and then hit a Mardu Hellkite, and everything has haste, and you swing in. Brutal hit right there. It also has its own mobilize, so it's going to generate its own creature on that, and you can absolutely swarm in. Menace, less useful, probably the least useful except to evade blockers. Lifelink is pretty good if you have some heavy hitters. I like to do Lifelink if I have Rock Curse Rakshasa going in. But the most important one is giving every single thing on the board haste. You can crush people with that, man. Because you can do something like 2 Weftstalker Ardents and then hit a Mardu Thunderkite and then swing in and, just do a shitload of damage that way. So really, really great finisher card right there. I really like it. You don't need to do the Mythic Rare investment if you don't want to. You could add something else, but he's a cool card. Then, as an uncommon, the Bone Cairn Butcher, which I always like to shove in every deck because I like Mardu and I like demons. 4/4 demon, mobilize 2. Attacking tokens you have Death Touch. This is the most expensive card in our deck. It is a 4-drop demon for 4/4. Generates 2 tokens on hit, on swing. And then you're talking about when we go in, people say, oh, I'm just going to chump block all those 1/1 creatures. No, you're not, because they all have Death Touch now. Every single attacking token that you have has Death Touch. Brutal hit right there. Very, very dangerous. And again, generating tokens when you swing, hitting off these damage pings and this gain and drain on top of that, you're eventually just going to melt your opponent down. You're just going to shred them. If you combine these correctly, smoothly, and nicely, you're absolutely going to shred your ops right there. It's going to be really, really good. All right, the mana base is a bit of a mess. I will say it is not easy to run the mana base right now. It is a little complicated. I'm gonna throw an extra planes in there. The mana base is gonna be tricky. However, we do have the addition of in Spider-Man Omen Pass. Multiversal Passage is gonna be your friend here, especially in the early game. You could actually invest in more of them if you want, because it comes in as a basic land of your choice. You can either have it hurt you or not hurt you. If it's early in the game, you can just not take the damage. If it's late in the game, you need it, you can take it. And it'll absolutely activate all the verges. So if you have a verge, it counts as a plains or a swamp or whatever. It will trigger the verges. Starting Town is also your friend on here, but you're gonna go plains, swamp, mountains, verge, and we're gonna do foundries, shrines. We're gonna do some pain lands on there too. The pain lands are also super useful, like Godless Shrine and Sacred Foundry, because they count as the mountains and the plains, which means that they will trigger off the verges as well. So you are going to get both double value on there. Again, you might hurt yourself a lot to get this mana out. Between Multiversal Passage and Foundry and Shrine, it will be a little tricky to get the mana you need. You're going to need to learn how to mulligan this deck to make sure you're getting your good mana base. Luckily, you really only need like 3 to really get going, 5 eventually to really trigger off. Occasionally I'd whiff out on it, but for the most part I'd be okay. So this is a new fun Alchemy deck for you. This is what we're going to recommend. 25 creatures, warriors, demons, dragons, a lot of demons in this, believe it or not, quite a few. Warriors, demons, dragons, bards, drakes, goblins, 6 sorceries, 10 enchantments, 20 lands, probably too few lands if I'm being honest. We could probably stand to put another one in there, but it worked pretty well for me, and evenly distributed across the board right there. That is what we're looking at. Mobilize the demons. If you want to cut a demon and add more land into it, you certainly could if you feel like you're not getting where you get. But we do have a lot of card draw, and you have to remember that that CNC right there is counting Unholy Annex as like a 7, because it counts it as an 8, so it's actually counting it as really high. So you don't need to worry about that too much. But this is what we're going to be running as far as the sideboard for my best of 3 boys. Swift Spear's Teaching is not a bad alchemy card for untapped, but the rest is just going to be different types of removal. Spectacular's Tactics for protection, a Braid, Stroke of Midnight, House That Grows Hungry is good, Withering Torment to crack enchantments, Mortify, not a bad one either. House Grows Hungry is not bad either. So just a couple of different alternative removals for your pleasure. That is what we're going to look like. A complicated deck, but man, is it fun to run. I am in no way the triple color king, but man, I like to run Mardu, and I like when I can triple color off. We're going to be running this in Mythic rank right here, so you're going to see some Mythic games with it. I hope you like Alchemy. We're going to see you. Let's get into it. Make sure to leave a comment. Tell me what you think. How you doing, man? Welcome to the show. Are we feeling any kind of hype for whatchamacallit? Is it getting there for you guys, or no? Is nobody's feeling it yet still? Tanuki fam, how you doing? Avatar, yeah. Cautiously opt. I know we've been burned, guys. Listen, I understand. I know we've been burned before. Probably not going to let me play that, but we'll see. Boom. Oh my goodness. Christmas. Sounds awful dramatic. Airbending is quite strong. I think firebending is also going to be quite powerful. I do think that we are going to get a lot off of that. All of the bendings look good, and they all mechanically make pretty good sense. I'm most excited for firebending, but we'll have to see. What is he going to run here? Eaten by piranhas. Very nice. Let's see if it gets counterspelled. What do we got here? More blue. Slivers. Look at that. Trigger, trigger. Trigger, trigger. Trigger, trigger. Take that. We got him. Yeah, Landfalls should be interesting. I think Landfall looks to me like the weakest one. I think, Earthbending. Turning them into creatures is a dangerous proposition, which is much removal as there is right now. Waterbending is interesting. Certainly. I'm into fire, and I think I'm into air. I think those are the two that I'm probably most jazzed about. Should be pretty cool, though. I am looking forward to it, the more and more that I see. Yeah, there's Gain and Drain. There's actually, I'm thinking about making a Mardu Shrines Gain and Drain, the way that they got shrines set up right now, man. It looks legit. Boom, boom. I never thought I'd say I'd make a 3-color shrines deck, but they made a black shrine that's all about Gain and Drain. It's really amazing stuff. I don't want to make 5-color shrines. I think that's a piece of shit. But Mardu we could definitely do if we focus on getting Gain and Drain out. We haven't seen all the cards yet, so I there's going to be more stuff. I think we're going to see more cool things going on. For sure. Oop. What's he doing? Draw 2 cards. Alright. Let's see if he wants to lose his creature here. Okay. Mossberg Pump, very nice. Pay 2 life. We're gonna put down Waystone Guidance. Haste. Got him. That he ever says is, I'm gonna throw them a feast, and one of his mechanics is from the Sword of Feast and Famine. That's how much thought went into that set. Is that they have like mechanically subtle references in it. That's how much depth was in there, which is generally pretty impressive to think about. Rot Curse Rakshasa could be counterspelled. It eventually gets to the point where you kind of memorize all the different mechanics. I don't ever really have too much of a trouble getting there. attacks. Boom. Stadium, Arcadium. But yeah, I feel like they really cooked with Avatar. It is, as Xavier had said, as to what does it feel like when they really have a set that is really thought about, focused on. Okay. Discard a card. Let's get rid of Starting Town. What's he gonna put down here? Lemon meringue. That's fine. Return those lemon meringue pies. Station. We're gonna do this. Boom. We're gonna do this. Boom. I'm gonna say no attacks. Okay. Discard a card. We'll get rid of Godless Shrine right there. I think we're gonna go for a full fucking attack on him here. Let's see what he does. Ugin. I have the Storm. Playstone's Guidance.
I am the master of this world. I will not allow my progeny to contribute.
Station. At 3 white. Belden's Cane, and he gets exile again. Nice. Okay. So this is where things are going to get silly. Let's do Thunder of Unity. Let's push in to you. That's gonna push over. Boom. Decade. Let's do that. Yeah, you know, I don't know. Star Trek, I'm so nervous about Star Trek. I'm so nervous about Star Trek, you know? Really. It really frightens me. Alright, how many artifacts can you get out right now? Oh, you can get out a lot of them. Okay, never mind. You can get out a lot of them. Never mind. If he can get out Thunder Unity, I'm pretty sure he's got me cooked here. Oh yeah, YouTubers made that movie, by the way. That's pretty cool. Okay. so we got to do this strategically. We're going to warp you in. He's got 1 mana of any color to add. We're going to warp you in. We're going to warp you in. We're going to kill you. Got him. Got him. All that power. All that power, and we stacked on him, man. Ooh, yeah. That's called a skin of evil. Dax and Kira. Yeah, I feel you. I was probably like 10 and had a crush on Dax. Mulligan. And then she married Worf, which was like, damn. Okay, Worf, get it. Rockhurst, we don't need you, Rockhurst, so much. You're not as useful. Let's do enters tapped. This is probably, looks like this is gonna be, he'll probably counterspell this. Oh no, he didn't. Okay, so this is gonna be Kona, I assume. I'm gonna push that back. Wonderful. Boom. Alchemy, honestly, listen, Alchemy's way better. It's a more enjoyable format. I'll be 100% with y'all. It's way better. He's used 2 of these so far to knock me back, which is fantastic. There's Kona. I don't have an instant removal. He played Lemon Meringue Pie. That's all he played was Lemon Meringue? That's it? Okay. That's the 3rd into the Floodmaw. Fantastic. We've almost got the full set out here. It's really good. Really good stuff. We've almost got the full 100% set of Floodmaw out, so it's great. There's the Omni. Great. Let's get that 4th. Let's get that 4th into the Floodmaw. Oh no, we didn't get it. Oh, that's too bad. Whoops. I fucked that up. Boom. Boom. Hey, there's the last Floodmaw. I told you we were going to get all 4 of them out there. It's amazing stuff. It's amazing. Yeah, the blue cards are just, you know, just don't play the game. The game is for fucking losers. Just don't fucking play. Just don't do it. stock up. Just don't play the game. That's Blue's whole thing now is, I don't think it's nerfed. That's my point. I think there's still meat on the bones. I think they did nerf it a little bit, but I think there's still something there to sink our teeth into, in my opinion, you know. We've won a couple of good games here. Boom. Aaron Cook. Gobbler. I said hi to you, right, Gobbler? Dark Confidant. Okay. Cecil Dark Knight. Exile a card. We're having trouble getting you out, so you can go. Once I know that you know, because once you start streaming, you kind of understand how crazy it is to try to focus on that many things at once. You know, when you have a lot of people in chat and you're talking to a lot of people and the game is going on, you start to kind of understand, like, oh shit, oh, this is really this is a lot. I think people who start to stream and build their audience, I think, start to understand, damn, this is complicated, you know. Left Stalker, Arden. I think we push here. I don't think we do anything but push. Yeah, we got him. Talking while playing is insanely hard. Yeah. Listen, I can take pauses with what I'm doing. This is a relatively slow game. I don't know how people do this. We'll try it. Enters tapped. Hey, what's up, Hillbilly? We see you. Autumn Harvester, how you doing? Beef. Thunder Bagua. Boom. We're just about there. Healer's Hawk. So he has a hawk too, huh? could sweep me here. I mean, it definitely could happen. He could sweep me again. -2. I got a -2 on that one. Oh, look, it's Azorius Boyds. Azorius Boyds. The Boyds. No. Okay. Gonna go in. Pop, 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 pop. Fizz, 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 fizz. Wefstalker Ardent. We do that. Could be counterspelled. No. That probably will be. No? Flash. That may be too much. Or it's not enough. Oh, he's down to 1. Fantastic. He's gonna go in. Probably gonna sweep me. Yeah, okay. No, we got him. Hey, what's up, Stella Bravo Actual? Welcome to the show. Yeah, it gives all of the exiled things you've exiled with it. It gives them the abilities of anything. We very well might be. We very well might be at that level. Jack 2 plus 62. Okay, sure. Ops goes first. This is a weird hand. I don't really like this hand. This is worse. That's way worse. Okay, that's workable, but it's still not good. Well, you just said that it's still broken. You're having a broken problem with it still to this day. Giant Craft Helm, put you down. It's free mana, so yeah, I think that's the issue. Oh, okay, there we go. No attacks. Terminus is ramping, quite possibly even glamping. Okay, we're a little bit fucked on mana here. Let's do no attacks. You're the only enduring tenacity I see. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Let's push him in. I need a mana really badly here. Like any basic mana would be fantastic. Thunder Bagua. Create a treasure. He's really ramping to something. He's ramping to Vivi. He's ramping to Ugin or something. What's he doing? Ah, the swapper. the swapper. That's a land. So we're going to do this. And we're going to die. We got our hits off. Oh, I think we still got him. Oh, shit, okay. Yeah, his life didn't trigger before we smacked him. Got him. Ooh, that was a close one, boys. Skin of our teeth there. I didn't even think I had it, but turned out I did have it. Yeah, anytime there's a ban or a nerf, you're going to get the card back. You're going to get the card back. No worries about that. Thunder Bagua. Does anybody know what I'm saying when I say Thunder Bagua? Oh my goodness. What's with these lands, man? Okay. Oh, did we lose you? Did my internet go down all of a sudden? All right, there we go. Keep 6. We'll drop Bone Cairn for right now. Jago Mix. Let's do this. Black. Pay 2 life. We're gonna pay for life here. Boom, boom. Sorry about that. We had an internet hiccup. I apologize. Okay. Might play some removal here. Pilfer. When it reveals a card, it's gonna get rid of that one naturally. Yeah, we're having an internet. We got an internet spike. Hey, thank you for coming, Jappy. I apologize for the internet spike. Quick study. Draw 2 cards. Ooh, that's going to be a good combo piece right there. Push him in. Three damage. Jago Mix. Got him. Got him. Got him. All right. I'm happy with this one. So far, this version on ladder has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 and 3. Not bad at all, this version. I'm pretty satisfied with it, man. I like it. It can really come out of nowhere. I go first. I'll put down starting town. Oof. Wait. The man is the hardest thing. The man is the hardest thing to deal with. The bad mana situation. I might need to throw another mana in here. Let's say white. Pay 2 life. Oof. He's gonna fucking kill it. Let's do Thunder of Unity. It's gonna take so much life from me, but hey. What does this do? Drix Interlacer. Motivated Muralist. Interlinked. Within cells. Cells within cells. Interlinked. They put me in a little box. Let's do that. Let's do that. Interlinked. He wants to get rid of that. Yeah, that was a lot of mana to do that with. What is it like to hold the hand of someone you love within cells? Samurai's Katana. Interlinked. Dragonfire Blade. Maybe play that card. Let's get rid of it now. I know it's probably going to backfire, but we'll see. Suplex. Can't play it yet. Cells within cells. Boom. He's building up for something here. Gonna go in. I have seen the Zoomer Brain Rot version. I like it very much. He's probably going to activate his Drix Interlacer. He's going to equip that. Sacrifice, he'll draw cards. Limtung Kabu. It sucks. How much mana do I have? I've got enough to do both. Let's see what he draws here. Who's he getting it? Who's getting it? Who's getting the fucking sword? We'll take it. Boom. Pop. Pop. Okay. What's he got now? Hey, what's up, Silent Meadows? How you doing? Sorry, I'm locked in here, guys. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. He's trying to get me out here. Firely Annihilation, boom. Okay. Interlinked. Rock Curse, Stadium Headliner. Blacksmith's Talent. Hexproof, Death Touch. +1. Interlinked. Okay. Interlinked within cells. What's it like to hold the hand of someone you love? Interlinked. Got his ass. Ooh, I was locked in there, guys. That was a good fucking game. That gave me the sweet dopamine I was looking for. Oh, we were dipping and dodging. Dip, duck, dodge, dodge, and dip. My goodness, that was a solid game right there. That's the kind of game I'm looking for. Ooh, yeah. 66% in Mythic. What can I say about it other than what hasn't already been said? 66% in Mythic. Took me up 2% in Mythic, and solid overall. 67 technically. I like it. I like it, guys. Within cells interlinked. That's the main thing you need to remember. Mardu, I think, is back, man. If you can get these kind of wins, this is a little expensive. It has a little bit of other nonsense in it, and some not that many alchemy cards, to be honest with you. Not that many. If I can convince you to do it, it has a few. But the biggest investment would be the Thunder Kite, and you don't have to do that if you don't want. It's a good card, but you certainly don't have to do it if you don't want. But I'm happy with it, guys. I like it. I gotta say, I've been waiting to come back to Mardu. This might be my go-to just to cruise with for a little while because it's fun.